down, going around these crews because we're scared to fucking go toe to toe with them.
Alex, it's
I'm
not.
tired. No. I'm tired of it. We're stepping around them. We're not just saying, hey, let's go do our shit. Fuck anyone else. I'm tired of being bitch made. That's what we are. We're bitch made.
I do not think we're bitch made, first of all. And second, there's a difference between deciding to retaliate because we're scared and deciding to retaliate because we don't have the resources to fight. We went against CG, and despite what happened, like, we weren't scared of CG. We're still not scared of CG. It's just when you put ourselves into a situation and we have no resources, we can't go fighting them with pitchforks and fucking wooden sticks.
How much is in the gang fund?
$4 grand, if that. We buy what? You can't even buy a high power from any nation with that kind of money. So, trust me, if we had a stockpile of guns or even a moderate pile of guns, I wouldn't hesitate about going to at least even try to clap back ESB and CG.
So, here's my next question. How much are we paying for those bricks?
5,500 per brick.
Okay, and how many have we sold?
8
to 10, somewhere around there.
So
yeah, like
how
10K
much are we
a
selling
piece.
them for? So where the fuck is that money?
That's what I'm saying. Where the fuck is all the gang coin gone? It was like 80K the other day.
That's a fucking Piper. That's a Piper question. I know Piper. We sold 60K worth of bricks the other day, or 80K.
So
Piper took out 45K of her own money, and then me as well as Piper. Before that, when we bought the first round of bricks, we took out 12K each of ours, so that's 24.
But he was just saying there was 80K in there.
24K plus 60K comes out to, like, what, 80 something K?
Does that thing show the combined? Like, does your bank account show?
Yes, it does. It shows previous transactions, so you can see
Okay,
where the
right.
money came
Does
and
it
went.
show every account that you have combined into one?
Yes. Y'all aren't bitch made if you
The thing I'm
were
trying to
you
get
would
at
hide in
is
apartments
that,
when I
like,
war with CG, but instead y'all fought.
Even if we don't have a stockpile, we fucking change that. If money's an issue, we fucking change that.
I guess I'm still confused. I guess the 80K makes sense. What happened to all the money that was in there before that? What happened to all the money that was in the gang account from the 1,000 bags of meth I cooked? I guess I didn't see a dime of it.
He has a point. As far as all the coke shit, that's a Piper question. Because I just know the 12K that I got, or that I used to put forth the first round of bricks. I got that back, and that's all I know. So, if y'all want to find out about where the money went, you can ask P. I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure OSC Piper is fucking keeping a lot of that money for herself. So, I really think she's embezzling money from the gang fund. I'm gonna be fucking for real for you right now.
Like I put,
I'm pretty sure she is.
that was a little bit ago, but I put 42 grand in there.
Again, that's a Piper question because I don't touch that bank account unless I am paying myself back for something. I am pretty sure she's embezzling from the gang fund.
You can see that.
Not me. I can't even see it.
Do what?
Who has access to that account and can see it from their phone right now?
I do. I've honestly been I've been waiting for someone to fucking push back against this because like I said, I'm
Here's what I'm going to
pretty sure Piper's
recommend.
pulling money out. Or at least keeping some of it.
Whether Alex wants to do it or not, but I think he should be the bookkeeper. And anytime any money is added or taken out, the notes need to be reflecting exactly what it is going towards.
I mean, Jimmy, given your new position, you should have access to it. And I think you would make a better bookkeeper,
do not
personally.
have any access to that whatsoever.
We can fix that.
But we definitely need somebody monitoring that. So we know how much we have, where it's going.
Will they say
who's
something about it?
putting in.
It depends. They bring up things
There
to
also
Caden.
needs to be a steady income into the gang fund. Like every job we do, there has to be
That
some
needs to
kind
go
of
into
cut
the
to go
fund.
into the gang fund, not just, oh, we have an extra band here or there.
So
Toss it in.
here's my thoughts, because I've thought about that too with dues, because that changed when Claire and Glitch left. With people doing cooks, meth cooks, there needs to be a set amount of bags set aside for everybody per week, so that they
As
can
long
push
as I
that.
can make my fucking car payment and we can have food for everybody, I don't. give a
Exactly.
shit
They
about the
they
rest
don't
of
care
that.
about bringing stuff up to Caden, but they never relay it back to Piper. So
So I can cook, and then whatever we have, we go out and push that. As long as people are able to make their payments and we're all able to eat, then the rest of it should just be going to the fund.
I have two suggestions here when it comes to the gang dues, because it was working well before because we had money in the account. 'Cause at one point we had like 60K just from dues. So either the people doing cooks every week set aside a certain number of bags per person, and those bags they have to push, and then it goes straight into the gang account. Or two, the first job of every day that we do, the bands or whatever you make, all of that goes towards the gang fund. And then after that,
We
whatever
do.
job you do during the day is for everybody else.
How much do we get from a payday?
I mean, payday's payday pays out a lot. The issue with a payday is you're not gonna do them every day.
Well, I know we're not going to do them every day, but that's a good fucking solid start.
I'd agree. It's just that paydays are a lot more inconsistent than doing, like, I don't know, sometimes from beach missions you get like 10 bands or something, and
Well,
that would
no,
be
I'm not saying that. I'm saying the payday gets done. That money goes directly into the gang fund as a cushion for now. And then, like you said, we cook, we set aside bags, that also goes into the gang fund. So we're not essentially starting from $4,000 and working our way up. We have whatever we get from the payday.
Me and Jake will be around for shit like this.
work
We'd be more
up
than happy to
front.
bring up concerns, as you've seen where we become hang-arounds. Yeah, I know y'all have a good head on
If
your
you
shoulders too.
continue to
I
give
wish
me the
y'all could be
bands
around
and
for
shit,
this.
I can run Zoomer and we can make even more money.
Yeah, I mean, we could always say too, like, five bands a week from each person, and then because that's easy to do because you just fucking throw your rolls into a money printer, and then
Yeah.
Alex can fucking Zoomer it, and that's 5 bands a week. I mean, that's 50 rolls, right?
And it doesn't have to be fucking crystal meth every time you do a cook. either.
In
Anything
my
above
opinion,
80.
every job we do that has some kind of monetary gain, 20% of that goes to the gang every time.
I kind
No
of
ifs, ands, and buts.
I will agree on that as well.
The rest we split between the rest of us. I mean, there's got to be steady income into the account. Otherwise, we do the payday, we get the cushion, we start cooking. Let's say we run low on supplies, or people, get a little burnt out because it's bound to happen. Then that cushion's gone. Then we would end up in the same position we are now.
I don't know about every job. I feel like there should be a cap on at a certain point if everyone has
You have
put in
to,
a certain
you do
amount.
Every other job.
Because you're going to have people that are on jobs more than others. And at that point, you're taking away from them more than others. I feel like there needs to be a cap per week of 5
Well, then that
bands,
also
10
falls
bands.
Back on why we also push the
I
drugs.
see a huge problem with this already. One being
Where's
it's a
Piper?
group of 5 to do a
She needs to
job,
be here for this, 'cause we're just gonna
first of all,
repeat
you
everything
have
when
to
she comes back.
minimum Have 3 to do any of them. Secondly, there's not enough of not enough of us waking up at a time to do back-to-back jobs.
Money in the bank doesn't matter if it's getting taken anyways. Well, that needs to be a fucking Piper. That needs to be a Piper talk.
And that is important.
Because Caden's already kind of Caden's already lightly pressed her about
can't
taking money out of the gang
Yeah.
fund. So we're
Thirdly,
using it on things.
that whole meeting y'all were talking about when everybody met with each group of the host, not very many people are doing that whole outreach thing where everybody gets together and does groups with one another. That's very few.
We're talking over
Yeah,
you.
that is
This is
awesome.
nothing. This is
Yeah, I mean, I've been
That's
trying.
that's shit that
Every
Caden's.
day I wake up and we're on numbers. I've been trying.
I don't even feel like
fucking
Caden's
pulling
number
teeth to
2.
try to do
This is
anything
just how
else,
Caden's
fucking get a
always
job
been
done with
treated.
anyone else in the syndicate.
So
Hell, I was
I
pressed
got
by fucking.
lucky.
I was pressed one day by fucking BBMC because I was standing down there on the Billabong after Storm. When I was just talking to Athena the storm before, I said, "Yeah, I'll be back after Storm and whatever." I think it was Carl, someone I woke up. He was like, "Yo, who are you? Who do you know out here? What do you want? How can I help you?" I was like,
because Caden
not
has more
making me wanna come back
experience
down
out of
here.
everybody here except for maybe Alex. But Alex is more of like, he's more of a shooter and things like
I
that
kinda just been rolling
than like a
with the
leader, in my
flow
opinion,
of
because he doesn't
much.
talk enough.
I mean, yeah, that's what we did. Like, kind of like the Storm before. I was rolling around with.
I agree that Caden could be more assertive with shit.
And, yeah, I think it was Warboard. And we went down to the Billabong, getting close to a storm rolling in, and we were just kind of chopping it up with Athena and everything. And we all were like, all right, we'll meet back here after storm, and I had a little bit of a delay on my train, belly, because it had things I had to do with. When I finally woke back up, I went down there and I got fucking pressed.
No, I can agree that, because the few times I've stopped reaching out because I never really get a response.
No,
but
hardly ever do you get a response.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I feel like a lot of the times, I wouldn't say a lot of the times, I don't know. I feel like word just gets around a lot, whether